Well, hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what's going on for the 19th to the 25th of January. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I do have a single guiding card for you for the month. Let's look at this one. It is from, of course, the Spiral Oracle, which is super cool. Winter sowing. Very much about things that we do in the winter that are going to grow later or bear fruit in the summer and spring. So this is a big deal. Do it with confidence, do it with knowledge and understanding that you're doing all the right things and you're going to have an awesome experience later. This is super cool. There are lots of vegetables that do this, but I know that there are many other things that we're talking about, not just regular seeds. So businesses, etc., etc. So good for you, and I wish you well on your prosperous harvest, all right? The other thing to know is that we're all stepping into our confidence. Everybody is stepping into their confidence. So my spirit guides have been talking to me about this. We're all feeling our oats. We're feeling very confident in who we are, but we're also very savvy about the fact of what we don't know. Ha. So we can be confident and also still need help. So don't be afraid to ask for that stuff. But don't be the person who is jumping in on other people's situations. When they're in the middle of something and they look like they need help, don't jump in. Wait for them to ask, all right? It's a learning experience to learn to ask for help. Trust me, I know these things because I never asked for help. This is going to be a tough month for me, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be great. So it will be excellent, and I will appreciate all of the import in this situation. But at the same time, I want you to know that you can do this as well. Wait for people to ask for help. And then you can help them. Otherwise, you need to step back and let them grow through what they need to grow through. All right? It's going to be great. Okay? Cool. Let's jump into these cards. Here we have them. They're beautiful, and we're going to add more cards to them. So we have the Wild Unknown Tarot we're going to be adding. So here we go. I most definitely shuffled them, but apparently we have a few that wanted to come out and hang out with you some more. Definitely different angles, different situations, so it's only a couple of repeats. Here we go. Let's talk about what's going on. We have the sun. The sun is showing up, showing us that in the week of the 19th through the 25th of January, you will be having some opportunity to do something that's kind of new to you. You might need to learn something about what you're doing, figure out what are we doing here? What are the rules? What's possible? Tell me something. I don't have to know all the answers. You don't need to know all the answers to do this situation. In fact, you probably won't know all the answers, which is kind of the good news. Be willing to ask the questions and become educated, all right? You are in this moment manifesting everything you want at this time. You're going to put energy out in the universe as you manifest everything you want, and it will come to you serendipitously, all right? In a roundabout kind of way. Seems a little bit weird, but then presto, there it is. Ta-da! Meanwhile, there will be something about the situation where you're learning. They're going to be like, okay, can you do this, this, and this? And then we're going to want you to stand on your head at midnight and point your toe at the far east corner of the house. And you're like, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that agile. I'm not going to do that. So stand up for your guns. If there's anything in this list of things to do that's new to you, if there's anything in here that's a no-go, just say, that's a no-go. Sorry. No-go. And they'll be like, They might actually say no to giving you the responsibility. Like, oh, we're not going to let you do that after all. Sorry. We don't want you to be in charge of that because, well, I don't know where the accent just came from. Sorry. But they're going to say, no, we don't want you to be in charge of that situation. We're taking away that responsibility. There will be less work to do because they've taken away that responsibility, because once they spelled out one of the rules, you were like, no, I'm not doing that. And that's okay. So yeah, and you won't be taking your power back in that situation. So something is being removed from your hands completely. Maybe you've been hearing about it and going, wow, this is more than I expected, and I'm not going to back down from my situation. I want this to go away. If you're deciding that this seems much too much for your expectations, you say, well, I'm sorry, but I can only stand for 4 hours a day. And they're like, but half the job is doing everything else. You're like, well, this is what my parameters are. And you wished for it to go away. And they said, you don't meet our parameters. We're not going to hire you. You can't come here to work, and you're not going to be in charge of anything. And you're like, okay. It kind of hurts because your brain is like, I kind of wanted that. I kind of thought I wanted that. Anyway, I'm going through some feelings about that. The Queen of Cups is about having an emotional experience. There might be an emotionally based lady in the mix at this time where you are actually having an opportunity to talk about your feelings or listen to her talk about her feelings. And it will help you process what happened here in this situation. And you realize things are turning out fair and balanced and proper. There is justice in the situation, and I think that you're actually going to be grateful that didn't show up for you, because another doorway will open up for you as a result of you not getting involved in all this. You are doing something that's better suited to who you are, more fair to who you are as a person, and a little less wackadoodly new rules and such. It feels like they had a lot of weird rules that they wanted you to learn, and you're like, no. And you said no, and they said no, and you went, okay, I have a feeling, but I'm going to move on, and now I have a new doorway. Ta-da! Good for you. Well played, Virgo. Good job. Let's get you an extra card just to help you figure out what's going on here, all right? So we're going to do this. There's the one. Do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Oops, don't do that. They like to suck up the cards. Oops. So here we go. We're not taking any poop from anybody, are we? Boop, boop. Oh, we have the light. Ta-da! Yes. Let the light be the thing that brings you to your true self, right? We have the Empress. This is a tree in the moonlight. This is the sun showing you, of course, that there's more for you to learn. Oh, too much for you to learn. You see your true choice here, and you're moving through it. It's a beautiful thing. Every one of these cards has a moon on it. I like that very much. These three together have moons. One there, and one there, of course. And interestingly, you're manifesting who you are truly, your true self, and you're doing it in the light. Huzzah. I really can't say anything more than that, except that, thank goodness. And I'm so happy to see this for you. I do see a doorway opening. This is not about anything changing or in a bad way by any means. It's about things changing in a good way. Very cool. Let's get you a pocket full of rocks, all right? Okay. We have amethyst, we have amazonite, and we have angelite. So these are beautiful stones, and they work very nicely. This is talking about how your higher heart is communicating with you, what it knows from your higher vision, from the amethyst in your sixth chakra, right? Your sixth chakra is taking in information from outside, from your better angels and your guides, and it's sharing it with your higher heart. Your higher heart is your soul. Your soul is hearing the information. It's also bringing in its own information about who you are as a soul seed, as a person who inhabits this skin sack, so to speak, and you have your own purpose for being here, and that purpose is being discussed and coming together with proper information, right? And when that happens, you're able to speak more about that because you're now more aware of it. And so the Amazonite is helping you speak your words about what your soul is here to do in this skin sack. Holy moly, that's a lot. Whoo, yeah. I think that you are going to be coming clear with who you are and what you're becoming and what you're here to do. Ta-da. And then you're going to be able to share that with somebody, and it's going to be beautiful and amazing, and it will help you move on to what you're supposed to be doing. Perfect. These are the 3 relevant cards in this reading, and I think it's awesome. Perfect. These are your stones for the month, for the week, pardon me. And, of course, you don't have to carry them if you don't want to, but they're here for you if you would like. Do leave me a comment. Let me know how they work for you if you do choose to carry them. If you want to carry something else, leave me a comment below and let me know what you're carrying. I would love to hear how it's working for you and how they're interacting with you. It's my pleasure to support you in any way I can. I'm excited to hear and communicate with you and have a dialogue. All right? And of course, please, if you want to like, share, and subscribe my channel, I really appreciate it. And then you won't miss a single video. And you can come back next week for the 26th through February 1st, when we'll be talking about what's going on for the end of the month. All right? Excellent. I really appreciate the one and the all of you. Thank you so much for coming out and meeting me at Faire. And I look forward to seeing you this year. Thank you. Bye.